Okay, asking them about geese.
Welcome to the South. You see, we've got a lake here, or a retention pond,
Right.
and we have a lot of geese in the area.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a question about geese.
The downside of having geese out is when you're out picking, you got to watch where you step. They don't bother us too much.
Okay. What about eating the? We're going to be doing a little bit of different thing with vegetables and that sort of thing. Any thought?
The geese don't bother us on vegetables.
Okay.
We walk up to the garden.
Okay.
And show you where it is, but
Okay.
it's just that big pine tree up on the hill there. The garden's just up on the other side of it.
Okay, so you guys do have a garden.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I wasn't positive you did.
You have your fence on?
No, it's not. Well, we pulled up all of our. This is the 3 rows of blackberries, and we use thornless blackberries.
Oh wow. Good for the kids.
Good for kids. We thought.
I remember.
for several years we allowed the public to assist on picking the blackberries, but they can never pick them right. You got to wait until the berries get sort of a dull look on it. They can be a magnificent, great big monster blackberry, and it be shiny, and it's just not ripe. It's got to have sort of a dull tint to it, and that we just could not get them to pick the ripe stuff. So we backed it down to let the team pick their own berries. And the canes were getting a little old. We planted everything out here in 2011. So the canes were getting a little old, and we've got 90 new blackberry canes coming in within 2 weeks. And we're using a place just south of here.
Not Isons,
No. I can't remember the name of it. If you want it, I can get it. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
We got a blackberry team leader, Wendy Miller, and she just does a good job of it. This is our muscadines.
Neat. You got the pictures up and they're labeled.
What they are and all that type of stuff.
The
And that's the variety of the Ison that you were talking about, right? Okay.
Got your scuppernongs.
Well, we have a lot of people come out here and just walk around.
Yes, I want to see what it is.
And we want them to, we encourage them. In fact, we encourage people in the neighborhood to come out here and use our deck to have picnics. To come out here, bring their kids out and walk around. It's just, we have small groups actually meet out here on the deck on different times of the week. I put electricity out here. I put fans on it so it's cool in the summertime. We use Trex decking on it. Just because
keeps it from getting destroyed.
I don't worry about cleaning it too much.
I agree.
Out of curiosity on your pruning, I've always thought 3 or 4 nodes for muscadine, but
well, this is pruned back. We have not pruned this yet.
oh really?
This has not been pruned yet.
So you do a kind of a double prune. You come and get the big stuff first, and then you wait and
we come back to probably the first or second node here, and we cut that off.
So you only leave 2 nodes, huh?
Maybe, depending on what it looks like.
I was taught, I don't know, if right or wrong, to leave 3 or 4. The grapes you leave 1 or 2, and
we'll leave 2. I think is what we go by.
Okay.
And the reason they're short right now is because when we're in harvest, we cut all that stuff off.
Okay.
So we can find it easy to harvest.
Okay, nice.
So.
Yeah, because
I mean, you can see the load that these things have on them.
Yeah.
It's just huge amount of fruit.
Yeah.
On here.
Yeah.
So it's the vines.
And these were only planted in 2011.
2011.
Wow, they're nice. Nice size.
Everything out here is planted in 2011.
Wow.
In fact, we planted all of the apples and peaches in about 3 hours.
Ah.
Oh wow.
Volunteers are wonderful.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The
you have a watering system here.
Everything's irrigated.
Nice. Yeah.
Everything's irrigated. What kind of equipment do you guys have?
Well, we're just kind of getting into it. We need to find a tiller. We don't have a tiller. That's our first thing. We were going to buy a disc harrow, but it wasn't quite exactly what we needed.
What do you have to pull a disc harrow?
We have a tractor.
Oh, you've got a tractor.
We do have a tractor.
Yeah, we got a John Deere with a 3-point hitch on it.
Yeah, the disc harrow didn't have a 3-point hitch. So as soon as we hooked it up, we'd be dragging with the harrow and we'd be plowing over
everything, which wouldn't be the best scenario. Yeah.
Well, that's better than some folks that come up and say, yeah, we want to start a garden. I said, what have you got? Well, we got nothing. I said, okay.
Well, I think we're going to rent from Home Depot. That's what we're looking at now, just to start one of those tillers, one of the heavy duty
Yep.
kind of a tiller. So,
And one of the questions that I had is that we were talking about it earlier before you got there. I was thinking about to go ahead and till the ground first, and then we've got a guy that is pretty much a master soil guy, and he wants us to till the mulch into it, but would we break the ground first is the question that I had before we put the mulch on there and then do it again, or could you just do it all in one?
It depends on what you're planting on it.
Okay.
If you're talking about a garden or the peach trees which are here,
Okay.
what we did was we subsoiled
Okay.
the rows here.
Okay.
And then we came back and just dug holes, and I didn't till or anything.
Okay.
This was all a pasture at one time, so it was reasonably clear.
Right.
We bush hogged it,
Right.
and then subsoiled our rows to break get that pan, get down below that pan. That
Right.
developed.
Right.
And
well, we're
allows-
talking about a vegetable garden, though.
Yeah.
So,
The vegetable garden, you've got, well, first of all, we use plasticulture,
Okay. Explain that.
which is a it's covering everything with plastic
Okay.
and putting the irrigation underneath it
Okay.
and punching a hole in the top of the plastic and
Okay.
dropping the seed down, and it takes off.
Okay.
We can fertilize, we can do everything through the irrigation lines,
Okay.
and we can
you
look at
guys
that.
are sophisticated. We're actually, disclosure, we're very low budget. The church is kind of struggling right now, so it's just us men. We're gonna be buying and paying for everything ourselves.
Well, what are you going to do with your fruit and vegetables?
The fruit will be a while. With vegetables, our idea was 50-50. 50% goes to the people that come and that work it, and hopefully there's going to be families from the church and different ones, and then 50% given away.
Okay.
So, they say, people come, the pastoral staff say people come asking for food a lot.
Yeah.
And so we want to give it away, and if we don't have means there, we'll give it to you guys. I mean, we want it to be given away. We want it to be, to be shared.
And the reason I ask that is that we've got a program that we go out and assist people in putting in their gardens.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And we've got all the equipment to do it.
Okay.
We've got tractors, tillers, subsoilers, plastic laying machines, the whole nine. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's really no reason, but we do ask that people, if we do that they share with the Real Life Center.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we would be happy to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We were already thinking about doing that.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Well, when you mentioned that, then I thought, well, I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have a distribution
We're close.
Yeah.
network.
You
Yeah.
are.
In fact, if people are coming over there asking for assistance on food, send them here.
Okay.
Send them to the Real. We are supported by multiple churches.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
We are supported by the Methodists, the Catholics, the Baptists,
Yeah, hey.
the
Any
Seventh-day
Pentecostals?
God's family.
Seventh-day Adventists.
God's family.
mean-
Hey, any friend of Jesus, a friend of mine.
That's right.
I
He
tell
has
you
some
what.
strange friends. I'm one of them, but hey,
Me too.
But we get even financial support from a lot of
that's neat.
places. The Real Life Center is a 501, which is
Yep.
we're separate from Dogwood.
Okay.
And
yeah.
we did that intentionally.
Yeah.
So that I can get UPS comes out here 3 or 4 times a year and volunteers with large groups to pick
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
muscadines and blueberries and things
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
And they can do that because we're a 501,
Yeah.
and it makes all the difference.
Kind of
in
like
the world.
Habitat for Humanity. You
Yep.
get different companies coming, volunteer time in, and
Makes all the difference in
It
the
does.
world. And we
Neat.
get donations from other churches. We get a lot of grants and things from other churches and from corporations, from Renai, and just Panasonic, and just different places around.
Yeah.
which makes it really, really affordable for us to do all
Ah,
this.
that's neat.
Because it's
God funds it is what he does.
Yeah.
If he's with it, he will fund it.
yes.
Yeah. So
I don't
yeah.
have any problem about going and wishing big.
Yeah.
That building right over
Amen.
there is we'll walk over there to that. It's got the 2 doors in front. That was just put up 3 weeks ago, and that was completely funded.
Whoa,
So
neat. I see you keep these pruned low.
well,
Good.
this right here is, you can see all
Peach.
the
I thought
growth
that was a
come out of
peach.
here,
Yeah,
and it should be cut off right here. Somebody left a big stump out.
yeah. When
Right.
was this pruned?
That was last January, February.
So that was last year. Okay.
Yeah, see how this is all scalded out?
Yeah.
These trees are 12 years old,
Okay.
and we're in the process of replacing a lot of trees now,
Okay.
because the peach trees are only good for about maybe at best 15 years.
Really? Okay.
They're not long life trees. So you have to keep replacing them as your
Okay.
orchard matures. But this right here is an example. We didn't leave enough stuff here in the middle, and the sun baked this and scalded it.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So that's one of the things you have to learn about pruning peach trees, is that that's a classic example. The sun comes right across through here,
Yeah.
and there was not enough growth here to keep that sun from coming down. and
Now it
baking.
still looks like it's got some life in it, though.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And, those are
I see.
not dead.
When you keep it like a bowl, which you're supposed to, but then
Yes.
it's gonna leave that
Yep.
possibility from happening. But
Yep.
Yeah.